Yo, what's up? It's your boy One Shot Nas, and I am currently with Corporate JT. We are in Chicago, and we are shooting a one-day interview and B-roll shoot. And I wanted to show you guys what it's like to be a freelancer for someone else in Chicago. Y'all gonna see what it's like to, be a second shooter, and the only thing you carry really is a backpack and like one outfit. We're doing a quick 24-hour quick gig. We'll do a breakdown. We're finna go to the site visit, and then after that, we're gonna get some food. I'm gonna put my boy JT on some sharks. I know all the real Chicagoans know what that is. Peace. So what's up, guys? I'm in the airport, and we're headed to Chicago for this gig I have for Jarrell. And of course, Jarrell has TSA, so I'm about to get in the regular security like all the regular folks. And he hasn't showed up yet, but I'm about to meet my boy. So let me get my stuff ready to go on this flight so we can go to Chicago and knock off this freelance gig that I have. And I got some stuff I want to talk to you guys about freelancing and owning a business. Hold on, let's meet up JT. There go my boy right there, man. They boy right there, man. Excuse us. You got TSA, right? You got TSA? Well, let me get in line then, because you got TSA. I don't got TSA. All right, let me get in the baggage claim. Let's go. All right, let's go to security, guys. Talk to y'all in just a second. Put this in my pocket, and then we're going to go to some of the regular people line. Of course, JT is in the TSA line where he don't have to do all this. But I want to talk to you guys about the really important thing that Chicago did for me when I went to Chicago. I haven't posted this video. I actually shot this a while ago. But I wanted to give you guys some really good content. So I want to talk to you guys about what changed my life about the Chicago trip.
Good. We out here, man.
My boy Jarrell, True Love Studios in the building.
Get into the bag, man.
Come on now. In the airport from the head of Chicago. We'll make an intro later, but yeah, man, we're finna go do this corporate video photo stuff with the boy JT, man.
Right, we out here.
Come on now, corporate JT, let's do it. So as I'm getting ready to get on this flight, my mindset is normal, right? Before I change my mindset to what it is now, today, which is being more of a business owner. And the reason why it's normal is because I have yet to really sit down and talk to JT about where my mind is and what's going on in my life. As at this time, I'm just kind of having fun, making money, traveling. This is my first time really traveling like that. I didn't really travel, in my whole career too much, travel a couple places, but JT really has been flying me out to do a lot of corporate videography. And that word videography has really just been an itchy word for me, but I got a chance to really start doing that more working with JT. As you can see, I'm doing some videographer edits, and I've been taking more videographer jobs. I got a chance to fully do a full edit on the plane on the way to Chicago. But again, going back to that icky word for me, man, that icky word is videographer. And really what's changed from my mindset then and now is that I'm accepting this word. I am accepting the fact that I'm traveling, not just as a freelancer, but that JT will talk to me later on today about changing the model to be a business owner. We are in Chicago, and we are just getting off O'Hare. Time to head to get these bags, get this rental, head to the hotel, get something to eat, go to sleep, and shoot videos tomorrow. Finish a whole edit on the plane, B-roll, and audio. Working with my boy Nightwolf Productions. So shout out to my boy Nightwolf. But finish a whole video head to toe right before they put the laptops up. So, y'all. So we're in Chicago walking around, and now I'm kind of bringing up conversation to him. You guys won't hear any of this, but I'm going to tell you about it. About, how does he always get his clients? How does he always traveling? How is a family like when it comes to that? As you can see, me and him are having a conversation right now, and that's talking about what I'm bringing up. And the whole time I'm in Chicago, he's giving me game, guys. I'm not going to give the game out. You guys got to go to his school and buy the school so you can get the game. JT in the back. When we in Chicago, over here, look at that. Good little vlog. But again, he's giving me all the game. We're finna travel to get to the first place we need to go to, which is actually a scout look. We're in O'Hare. I've been here multiple times, so Midway is actually pretty fire. Look at that. That bad boy rental. Bags in the bag, man. We here. Chicago, let's take over the world, bro. All right, on the way to this first scout location, and I'm gonna go back and forth from the day and the conversation. So going back to their conversation, man, I really want my own clients. And again, I was just traveling as a freelancer with my boy and having a good time and okay with that. But as we kind of conversed all day, as we, had a chance to go and meet the client and go around, I was like, man, why am I not doing any of this? Why is it not my client? Why am I not hiring out JT? He would be, ecstatic if I was able to hire him out to do some stuff. What is my role in all this? And as I'm going around doing these things with JT, I'm just in awe. But again, sometimes we never know how to do these for ourselves in a confidence standpoint and an actual structure standpoint. I've been working with JT for over a year now, and I actually have gotten the structure, done the things necessary, but I didn't go 100% in. And sometimes you have to go 100% in to change your life. And I've done the structure. I've actually made really good money with JT's formula, and the formula that he has is really good. I want you guys to go to his school and find that formula. I won't tell you, but on the way to this small little bar lounge to go find some food, we have a conversation that changed my entire mind. I'm gonna let you hear real quick. So we are officially in the room. We lit in the room. We in the room tonight, y'all, and we just came back from dinner. We have a 7:20 call time tomorrow. Let me go on the light. We have a 7:20 call time tomorrow that we have to make. So we will see you guys in the morning. We are in Chicago by O'Hare. I really wish we would have been downtown, but we're not. Tomorrow we have B-roll from 8 to 1 and then interviews from 1 to 5. Hop back on the plane back to the H-Town, get picked up at midnight, and then back onto the next thing. Stay tuned for the rest of the videos coming later on. That's my last one for a minute. Love you guys. Make sure you stay tuned. All right. Peace.
What do you think about what he told you?
Good morning, y'all. It's the next day. I did not sleep good at all. I have a really bad headache. I need to go get some Tylenol and some more water, and I'm about to go to breakfast. It's like 6 something. We got to get up, get dressed. We got to be there at 7:30. I'm way ahead of the game. So wish me luck today, guys. About to dip. Finna go. Let's go. Out there. Okay, so I'm up and I'm at it and we're ready to go shoot this video as a freelancer. Of course, I am a professional gimbal operator. That is what I'm on set for. So the idea for today is to go and shoot some B-roll and, of course, to get some interviews. But we're going to go back to that conversation. So as you heard earlier, I have been longing for this opportunity to be for me. So the whole night, me and JT just talked, and we had a good time. And he told me what to do in a confidence standpoint. Sometimes you guys just need to understand what confidence you need to have to go and do it. And sometimes we overthink it as freelancers, as people looking to grow a business. And at this time I was overthinking it, like how easy I'm over here shooting this freelance work should be how easy me getting these clients should be. And that is the conversation that we had. And that is something that changed my mindset. Of course, you can see me with a little smile on my face a little bit more. Of course, I'm biting my lip, but a little smile on my face, and how easy I do this freelance, how easy we shoot these videos, how easy we have fun, is how easy we should be paying our bills, growing our family, and expanding. So as you guys see my content, I've been talking about expansion. I've been talking about growing and not just getting hired by production companies, but learning to take my own road and getting these contracts so I can hire you guys who's listening to this video out, or the clients listen to this video as well, and work with you guys directly so you can see the vision that the production companies see from me when I am going to shoot and having an amazing time. So that was some of the conversation. Of course, we're going to go back to what we're doing. I am now switching to the 35 to 150. I had the Tamron 17 to 70 on a gimbal all day. Now 35 to 150. We're going to go ahead and get some really tight shots. And if you saw my video, we're going to go ahead and get some tight shots. If you saw my video on how to be a good secondary shooter, then you know exactly what I'm doing with this tight focal length. So this tight focal length is going to mirror everything that JT is doing. If he's at a 50 millimeter, I'm going to go 135 and get a completely different look to help his production value go up. And that goes back to our conversation. If I'm helping someone else's production value, why am I not helping my production value by either 1, delegating work, 2, hiring somebody, or 3, going and getting the client myself and just making sure that I have the opportunity to go and do that. So I know how to do it. We know how to do it as friends, JT has never been a gatekeeper for me. So why should I let the gate keep closing? So that is the whole entire conversation that we had, guys. And so I'm going to go back to the video and let you guys see exactly what we're doing for the day, and maybe talk a little bit more about this concept in a little bit. So I'm over here shooting. I can't show you guys any of the videos because that's all JT's work, but I'm over here shooting in this tight focal range just so we know exactly what's going on. We were actually shooting an industrial video, and we're shooting a manufacturing company who focus on different products. I won't talk about it exactly because I, one, actually don't know what they do, and two, I don't want to kind of do any legal things. So they're focused on products, and we're just going to go over to get the products, get the faces, get the products, get the faces, get the expressions that they have, and make sure that we are keeping it in line with the business and what the business is looking for in the video category. Later on today, we have an interview to shoot. I kind of will breeze through that because I got more B-roll for the action shots than I did for the interview, because I am here on secondhand for lighting, for PA, for kind of whatever, to make sure that this production runs smoothly. So you won't really see too much of that. So what you're supposed to do as a second, of course, we already talked about as a second in another video, but walk around and get some extra shots. Sometimes that helps the lead get his shots, but we're kind of just walking around getting B-roll, and I'm going to walk around and keep getting shots, keep doing what I want to do. I'm at a 45 degree, I'm at a 90-degree angle when it comes to these B-roll shots with JT. As you can see now, I'm back to that 30-degree, and I'm punching in because that is what you're supposed to do when you are a secondary shooter. Make sure you punch in. He's going to get the moving shot, the shot that's going to go as the, website shot. I'm going to get the secondary shot that might be there for 3 seconds. He's going to get the one that's going to be there for hours. Back to the business mindset. So back to the business mindset on what we talked about last night. So what I did when I came home is I completely changed my entire business. I talked about that in another video, but I completely changed my business. I changed my name. I changed the idea. I changed the functions. I changed the services that we did. And I went into the words that I hated the most: photographer and videographer. Why did I hate those words? Because I am a freelancer at heart. I am a shooter. I'm a DP. I'm a cinematographer. I'm a big rig man. But sometimes shooting as a videographer, you need a small kit. Sometimes as a photographer, you just need one camera, one lens. Sometimes you won't have that look that you want on social media, but that's not the biggest thing. The biggest thing is, are we bringing in the money to get the looks that we want? Because one day I'll be able to rig out my camera for my client to have the look I want and the look that they want at the same time. But as of right now, when I work for someone else, I have to abide by the rules, and abiding by the rules is, of course, gimbals, of course, smaller setups, et cetera, et cetera. But JT actually helps me out a lot. He gets a chance to put the Hollylands on and, add follow focuses to the gimbals and all that kind of stuff, which kind of makes it feel a lot more professional in a cinematographer setup. So that's a applause to the brother, because he definitely allows us to have a little more creative freedom when it comes to that. You'll see in the interview. But going back to that business mindset, I changed all my services, man. We're going back and getting some B-roll. That's what we're here for. We're here to get B-roll. We're here to do interviews. We're not here to do anything else. It's not really a special video. I just wanted to show you guys my trip to Chicago, man. And in my trip to Chicago, a lot of things have changed since then. I think this was about a month and a half ago. One of the things that's changed is I've had a daughter. So I've had another daughter. But this is just the day that everything changed from freelancer to owner for me, and JT really just describing what the change should look like, how to make $200,000 in 1 year. Well, how many clients do you need to take? What's the pricing you need to do? What is X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z, and X, Y, and Z? And that is just what happened for the Chicago trip. So it's a really important video for me, and I really want to take my time out to do this voiceover for you guys so you can know exactly what I'm talking about. Bouncing around a lot between the day and this conversation, but I wanted to get you guys to understand that this was important, for me. Maybe not for somebody else, but it was important for me. It was a great shoot for Jarrell, but it was important for me to change my mind, my business, and grow a family, and allow money to be a little bit more of the driving force of what I do, and not rigs, not images, not et ceteras. Morally, the money and the business and the client acquisition and the client relationships, and then of course shooting with my friends and putting money in their pocket. So let's go to the interview for the day, and that's a wrap. So for this interview, we're going to do something very simple. We're going to take this whole room and flip it. We're going to make this a high-key corporate look. And I am your boy One Shot Nas, and I am making sure that we're going to get a 2-camera setup with 2 FX30s. We don't need FX6s. We just got 2 FX30s. If you see us skipping a little bit, it's because If you see it skipping a little bit, it's just because Fast Tracker. But my boy JT came in. We're going to get all his gear. This is all his gear. This is not my gear. We're going to do a small walkthrough on what the gear is, but we're going to do a 2-camera setup with some really nice Viltrox lenses that JT just got. So if you like the Viltrox lenses, go on his site, click his link for his affiliates, and make sure you get those links. And make sure you get that gear piece, all right? So this is going to take a second. Kind of just roll with the music, and I'm going to let you see what's going on from there. Single chair setup. Let's go. All right, so we're dialing in the 600. All right, so we're dialing in the 600D, and the 600D is one of my favorite lights, man. I'm actually wanting to get one right now. I'm going to get the GVM 500 watt because I just need so much light sometimes for interviews when you're going against a window like we are. And we got these old 80s windows we were having a real big trouble with. So we needed a really strong light to kind of distract from that. Of course, we want to put the key light on the motivated side, and I'm going to do a sit-in because I am the second hand. And I always love to look at the image, but when you're doing second, you got to kind of have to back up for a second and let the A do its thing. And one thing I love about Jarrell and one thing I love about Sony cameras is they look good with NDs, and he always adds ND into his films. Oh my God, I love NDs at the end of the day because they just add a contrast to the image that you can't do without an ND filter on top of it. I did a commercial set the other day, and the cinematographer loved NDs 0.6, 0.9, 1, 2, 2, 1, 1, 8. And it was just so amazing to see people actually manipulating light and making things look good.
Yep, they got the bag. I have the codes that unlock the bag.
Yes, sir. We got 2 FX30s, man. We are rocking out today. Like, not this light right here, not 1500. This light 4000. this the aperture.
Light, just a little more.
Yeah, 600. But he just put me on this new Amaran, y'all. You know he gonna be talking about this in his next video. So y'all stay tuned for Corporate JT's videos because he will be talking about this new softbox that just came out. That he just copped, that he told me about. And we got some new tripods. Everything will be in the description below. Please go and check the description to support the channel. And please support the channel of JT with his community.
Let's get it. Yeah, that's what I say when I don't know what to say. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. All right, we're going to tap in with y'all in a minute for these interviews. Full setup, already finished. Really quick, I think we set up in the past 30 minutes. And that was pretty chill, pretty quick. So, I'll let you. So we're going to put the finishing touches on this bad boy. We got the FX30s, man. We got my boy JT over here. This is how these interviews came out. They came out extremely clean. So if you get a chance to go to JT's YouTube, check out the finals because those were super clean. The boy is always really good with the extreme corporate stuff, and that's exactly what we're good at. I like corporate. He likes corporate, so we work really good together. Thank you guys for watching the video. It's your boy One Shot Nas, and I wanted to tell you why Chicago was extremely important to me. You got a chance to hear it. You got a chance to look and listen. So I appreciate you guys for watching. Peace. We're going to finish the video out with some music. Deuces.
We done. Bye.